Hey, what's up? This is Jason Drone from GSD Daily. Now, today we are going to talk about how to sell coaching services online. Coaching services, for all intents and purposes, are one of those usually expensive and usually complex offers. So if we look at the magic grid here, basically we got complexity and we got price. So they are high priced, high complexity, which puts them in this quadrant. And basically what that means is, in order to sell them, you're going to have to do quite a bit of explanation for your clients to actually pull out their wallet. Now this takes a couple different shapes and forms. The easiest way to go about it is to put together a sales page or a webinar that you're then asking them to fill out an application and call you. It used to be like pre-COVID. This was one of those things that was a very long process, so it was a build out, a nurture sequence, jumping in on a webinar, learning about you, or going through a multi-video sales funnel. Now it's not necessarily that long or daunting of a process. It's oftentimes you still need a webinar, but it can be a little bit shorter. There isn't quite the nurture sequence that used to have to be there, and a lot of times you can sell just from a long form sales page too. So we always do both. We do a webinar and a long form sales page. But at the end of the day, but really the linchpin, if you will, is being able to explain your coaching program, your services, in a way that relates to your prospective client. You need to talk about their hopes and fears and desires, and how your coaching program is going to help eliminate the fears, bring them closer to their desires, like all of that stuff. That's sales 101, is really what it takes. Now, if you are trying to not get on a sales call or not pitch in person, then you really need the sales funnel, the material, to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. And that means your sales process is going to be quite a bit longer. So it might be an hour and a half long webinar that goes through, that introduces you, then talks through the problem, then does a little bit of education, and then you do a huge offer build-up. This is what you get. You get in week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. These are the coaching services you get. This is the access you have to me and my team. This is the guarantee. Then you go through FAQs, Q&A. Then you go through testimonials, and sometimes we move the order of those things around depending on how they flow. But before you know it, you're looking at an hour and a half to hour and 45 minute long webinar that can be automated. We can record it once and just play it over and over. That sends them to a $2,500, $3,000, $3,500 checkout page. Even then, there are a number of people who are going to want to talk to you, who are going to want to check and make sure you're a real person, no matter how many videos they see, no matter how much they hear your voice. So a lot of times we'll bootstrap them into a checkout page, but we'll give them the option to schedule a call if they have any questions. And usually those questions it's a 15-minute close, and 50, 60, 70% of people are just going to go right through the checkout, knowing that you are there, and they can schedule a call if they need to. But the rest still might have a question or two. If you go full automated webinar to checkout without a sales call process, then your conversions are going to drop. So because it's a complex, high ticket offer. So there are people who are not going to buy because there is no sales call. They don't know you personally. And $3,000 offer. So those are just some of the things you need to have in place. when you're selling coaching services online. Now that's also very expensive coaching services, you know. So if it's a $200 program, $300 program, $500, $600, you know, whatever, then it's the sales process is a little bit different because there isn't a lot of money in it. But it's still not necessarily an impulse transaction either, you know. So you still need to build up the value of the program and everything. So what we're going to do, I'm going to walk through just kind of a mock sales funnel and how it will all. So what I want to do is just walk through a mock sales funnel and how it will end up playing out. So what I want to do is just walk through a mock sales funnel and see how it'll play out. So this is selling coaching online. So you're always going to have some form of traffic. They're going to come in and they're going to go one of two directions. They're either going to hit an automated webinar, or they're going to hit a long form VSL sales page. So they come in, and then from there, they usually also go one of two directions. So it's going to either be a checkout or an application. So they can go one of either direction. So if you have traffic coming in and it's I would say probably, and where the split here is oftentimes price. So if it's, let's say if it's 4 figures, you're going towards an automated webinar. If it's 3 figures, then you are down in the long form sales page world. So, and basically how it works is somebody comes in from traffic. If your thing is $1,000 or more, then they're going to go through an automated webinar, and then they'll go either into an application or into a checkout. Understanding that if they go into a checkout page, your conversions are going to be lower than they would if you were actually selling on the phone, but you're also not selling on the phone. So that's a good thing too, right? If your offer is hundreds of dollars, then going to a long form sales page with a video sales letter and then moving into checkout or application is what you need to do there. So I would say most likely go into checkout. If you are unsure of how much you should be charging, then you should go into an application, try to sell it on the phone first, which gives you a little bit of flexibility to alter the pricing and figure out what their fears, hopes, desires, all of that stuff is before you automate the whole process and start going right to checkout. So, but this is how you would sell coaching online, regardless of, but this is how you're going to sell coaching online, regardless of the price point or the niche or the industry. So if you have any questions at all about this sales process, about selling your coaching services online, just go to doneforyou.com/start, book a free action plan call with us, and we will figure out the best way to dial in the sales process for your coaching program. If you just like this kind of stuff and you like the tools and tips and tactics, go to Daily GSD. If you like this kind of stuff, the tools, the tips, the tactics, and you would like to start receiving emails about this, newsletter style emails about videos and all the stuff that we have sending out, go to gsddaily.io and fill in the little form, get the freebie downloads, and we'll keep in touch that way. And if you like this video, make sure to comment. If you have any questions at all, comment below this video. We'll make sure to answer them, and make sure to like and subscribe whichever platform you're on. And I will talk to you soon. All right, thanks. Bye.